We planned on going against the conventions and codes for typical rock music video on purpose to show that not all heavier genre of music has to be dark and dingy like the rock genre is stereotyped to be. At the research stage of this coursework, we found out that a lot of people do perceive the rock genre to have a typical dark and negative outlook. So in which case, we thought we'd go against the connotation on purpose to show that it's not always like that and we can create something that's the opposite of the code and connotation that rock music has got. We plan to make our music video as light and airy as possible to challenge the perception that people have given rock music. Because of this, we realised that we could no longer plan to cover a massively heavy song, and that did have to have a melody to plan the narrative alongside. We've done the research of a light digipack analysis, as this would show that not all music videos do have the perception of a dark and dingy outlook. However, after we'd done this, we then contradicted our research and done a digipack that was black and white. However, in our digipack we did not have a limited contrast, so it did give the illusion of being brighter than it actually was. From here, we then planned to cover an acoustic song, as we could then challenge the conventions on purpose. Even though we did do this acoustic song, the band and the song originally are a lot heavier, but as I wanted to contrast the conventions, this song would go well. The band that we covered have also done a video very similar to this, as you can see in the video attached to the slide, with two different songs. On first look, we thought that it was really boring, as it was 100% music performance, so we thought to introduce a narrative it would be more creative. So from here, this is exactly what we decided to do. You'll be able to see that the location for this video is really bright and airy, as they have obviously realised to go against the typical rock genre video, they would have to create something with wide open spaces. This was something that we wanted to duplicate in our own video. From these screen grabs to the left, the top being the example video as you can also see above, and below being the screenshots from our video, we tried to recreate the stun flare as much as possible, as it did capture the light scenario that we wanted. Because of this, we did carry out the necessary research on how to create the stun flares. However, we did not create this as good as the exemplar video, but we did manage to get a contrast in the performance footage and the narrative. The narrative was much darker, so the lighting was darker and the contrast was limited. This was apparent to the audience. Not only is the song and the band the opposite of the typical heavy rock band that you would find, they are the same genre, but they are the mellow type. These songs also have meanings, and their songs show this. This way we knew that we'd get an initial decent planned narrative as opposed to covering a song that has no meaning whatsoever. On a whole, Owlsnight is a band that prides themselves on all their songs having deep meanings, and this contributes to us choosing their song to cover. As part of our research, we did a lyric breakdown. This is where we analysed the lyrics to pull out the best possible narrative. After we'd done this, we didn't pay that much attention, and we could have done, as this would have made us had a more effective narrative plot. This video will give you enough time to look at the possible other ideas of improvement that we could have had. This could include a lyric overlay, etc. We should have paid more attention to our lyric breakdown, as then these other ideas of improvement could have been possible. We could have took a different path for this music video and planned and created a music video that falls straight into the typical stereotypes and conventions of rock music, but then we wouldn't have created the music video that we have, and we would have also had an even poorer narrative, and this may have not have made sense to the audience. To us, the calmer the rock song, the better the narrative we could get out. From this music video watching experience, it was clear that not all music videos do have narratives, and sometimes the ones that do have them never make sense and leave the audience confused, like we have both been confused to the music videos that we've watched in the past. We didn't want our music video to end up leaving the viewers confused, so at the planning stage we did wait a lot longer to film than other people because we wanted the narrative to well fall through. Although this may have not been the best approach to have, as now we had less time to make the improvements that were necessary.